Today, we will be predicting the GHSA Boys Playoff.
Welcome to All Access Sport Media, where you get your latest high school news. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content. Today's segment, we will be covering the GHSA Boys State Playoff, covering Class A through Class 7A. This segment is the Class A Division I Boys. In the top upper left quadrant, you have Pelham versus Padilla. Padilla has the home court advantage over Pelham. They also have a strength of schedule that is stronger than Pelham, and they have a size advantage over Pelham. With these factors, I have Padilla advancing to the Final Four. In the bottom left quadrant, I have Savannah High versus Darlington. Savannah High's strength of schedule is better than Darlington. They also have home court advantage. They are equal in size matchup, but those two factors will have Savannah High advancing to the Final Four. In the upper right quadrant, I have Mount Pisgah and Blakely County. I have Mount Pisgah advancing over Blakely County to the Final Four because Mount Pisgah has a height advantage over Blakely County. Mount Pisgah also have a strength of schedule that's stronger than Blakely County. And I can see an upset of Mount Pisgah going in Blakely County and winning to advance to the Final Four. In the bottom right quadrant, I have Mount Vernon and East Laurel. With Mount Vernon and East Laurel being equal in size, Mount Vernon has home court advantage, and they also have a good strength of schedule. And with those factors, I have Mount Vernon advancing in the Final Four. This is your Class A Division II Boys segment. In the upper left quadrant, I have Calhoun County versus Manchester. Both teams played Porter this year, with Calhoun losing by 3 and Manchester losing by 24. That played a deciding factor in my strength of schedule, along with the competition that Calhoun has played this year. Also, Calhoun has a size advantage over Manchester, and I feel that Calhoun can go on the road and get a win to advance to the Final Four. The next quadrant I have in the bottom left quadrant is Porter and Warren County. Warren County has a home court advantage, but they are equal in size and matchup with Porter, and the strength of schedule goes to Warren County. But even with the strength of schedule and the home court advantage, I feel that Porter offense will prepare them to advance to the Final Four. In the upper right quadrant, I have Green Forest Christian Academy and McIntosh County Academy. Green Forest have the home court advantage and also the strength of schedule that I think they would advance to the Final Four. In the bottom right quadrant, I have Macon County and Clinch County, which should be a great matchup where they are equal in size. But I just think that with the strength of schedule that Macon County has, and Macon County being tough and grit and being physical as Clinch, I think that Macon County will advance to the Final Four. This is your Class AA Boys segment. In the upper left quadrant, you have Butler versus South Atlanta. The strength of schedule goes to Butler, with them being equal in size and matchup. Even though South Atlanta has the home court advantage, I still have Butler going into South Atlanta and with the upset advancing to the Final Four. In the bottom left quadrant, I have Toombs County versus Athens Academy. They're equal in size and matchup, but the strength of schedule is in favor of Toombs County. Toombs County had some decent wins in their schedule, with 3 times beating Vidalia and beating Doherty County by 8 points and beat Thompson with a good, decent win. I have Toombs County upsetting Athens Academy and advancing to the Final Four. the upper right quadrant, I have Model and Westside Augusta. With Westside Augusta having good size and Model having good size, there is a great matchup, but the strength of schedule and the home court advantage will play a part in Westside Augusta advancing to the Final Four. In the bottom right quadrant, I have Columbia and Southwest Macon, with Columbia advancing to the Final Four because their strength of schedule, and they're also be going on the road to get an upset at Southwest Macon. This is your Class 3A boys segment. In the upper left quadrant, I have Monroe High versus Sandy Creek High. With this one, the size advantage of Sandy Creek and the strength of schedule of Sandy Creek will have Sandy Creek advancing to the Final Four. In the bottom left quadrant, I have Carver Columbus and I have Hart County. With the strength of schedule that Carver Columbus have, I have Carver Columbus going on the road to upset Hart County and advance to the Final Four. In the upper right quadrant, I have Harborne Christian and Johnson of Savannah. With the size advantage that Harborne has, I have them advancing over Johnson Savannah to the Final Four. In the bottom right, you have Douglas of Atlanta and Doherty High. I have Doherty High advancing. With the size advantage that Douglas have over Doherty, I just feel that the home court will help Doherty advance to the Final Four. This is your Class 4A boys segment. In the upper left quadrant, you have Baldwin County versus Westminster. They are equal in size, but I think that the home court advantage will give Baldwin the chance to advance to the Final Four. In the bottom left quadrant, I have New Hampstead versus North Oconee. With the size advantage and the home court advantage, I have North Oconee advancing to the Final Four. In my upper right quadrant, I have Sincature and Benedict. With the strength of schedule that Sincature has, and I have them advancing to the Final Four with an upset on the road at Benedict. In my bottom right quadrant, I have Holy Innocent versus Whitewaters. With Holy Innocent having home court advantage and their strength of schedule, I have them advancing. The last deciding factor that I have is that the Road Monkey will be on Whitewater's back because this is the third game straight away from their home court. This segment is a Class 5A boys. In my upper left quadrant, I have Eagle Landing versus Tri-City. With Tri-City having a home court advantage, I don't think it will be a big factor. I think that their size is equal in matchups. And the strength of schedule that Eagle Landing has is what will be the difference. And I have Eagle Landing advancing to the Final Four. In the bottom left quadrant, you have Tucker versus Jackson of Atlanta. And there, that matchup, Tucker and Jackson is equal in size. But Tucker edged them with the strength of schedule, and they also edged them with the home court advantage. Another thing that's against Jackson is they had a road monkey on their back, that they'll be on the road for the third time in a row away from home. I have Tucker advancing to the Final Four. In the upper right quadrant, I have Winder versus Warner Robins. I have Warner Robins advancing. Even though they're both equal in size, the strength of schedule, I have favoring Warner Robins and Warner Robins advancing to the Final Four. In the bottom right quadrant, with the home court advantage In the skill set and the talent that they have at Cal, I have Cal knocking off Dutchtown and advancing to the Final Four. This segment is your Class 6A boys. In the upper left quadrant, I have Grovetown versus Alexandria, with Alexandria having home court advantage and their strength of schedule being stronger than Grovetown. I have Alexandria returning back to the Final Four for the second year in a row. In the bottom left quadrant, I have Woodward Academy versus Douglas County. They are equal in size, but the home court advantage of Woodward Academy and the strength of schedule favoring Woodward Academy, I have Woodward Academy advancing to the Final Four over Douglas County. In my upper right quadrant, I have Langston Hughes versus Jonesboro High. With the size advantage that Langston Hughes has, which I don't think it will be a big factor, the home court advantage for Jonesboro High and the competition that Jonesboro High has played, I think will prevail Jonesboro High to advance to the Final Four. In the bottom right quadrant, I have Woodstock and Riverwood, with the strength of schedule of Riverwood and Riverwood being able to keep their road streak going. I have Riverwood advancing to the Final Four over Woodstock. This is your Class 7A boys segment. In the upper left quadrant, I have Campbell versus Wheeler. With Wheeler having a home court advantage and the strength of schedule that's stronger than Campbell, I have Wheeler advancing to the Final Four. In the bottom left quadrant, I have McEachern versus Norcross. With McEachern having a stronger strength of schedule than Norcross and having a home court advantage, I have McEachern advancing to the Final Four. In my upper right quadrant, I have Peachtree Ridge versus Grayson. With Grayson having a home court advantage and the strength of schedule and all the talent, I have Grayson advancing to the Final Four with no problem. In the bottom right quadrant, I have Milton versus Pebblebrook. With the home court advantage that Milton has, I have Milton advancing over Pebblebrook by a small margin. All Access Sport Media fans, let me know your prediction by making sure that you subscribe, you comment, and you like this channel for more content.